So what's wrong with American descendants of slaves receiving reparations? Native Americans received reparations, land, allowances so that they can build casinos. They make millions of dollars from those casinos. Japanese Japanese people who were interned during World War II received reparations. What's wrong with American descendants of slaves receiving reparations? The United States aids Israel, which is the homeland of Jewish people established after the atrocities they suffered in World War II. They receive reparations. What's wrong with Black Americans, American descendants of slaves receiving reparations? It's nothing. Now, for those of you who say that we shouldn't receive reparations because we're just going to spend all the money, well, give me your money. Let me have your portion of the money. I'll take it. You don't have to have it. Just give me your portion. I'm perfectly fine, but I know what to do with it. I promise you I won't spend it frivolously. But what's wrong with that? Why deny, and to you American descendants of slaves, why run from something that is rightfully yours? Why deny yourself? Don't be so insecure and afraid to offend people that you're afraid to walk away with the bag when the bag is yours. What's wrong with it? We entitled to it. My grandmother, my grandfather picked cotton in Mississippi, endured Jim Crow era oppression. Before that, their parents endured slavery, chattel slavery, where they didn't even have control of something as intimate as their own bodies. Those slave owners and even any old white man could come and rape men, women, and children, beat you, hurt you, kill you, with no repercussions in the law. There's nothing you could do. There was up until a time a black man couldn't even testify against a white man in court for civil crimes or civil matters. White man could just say it's his, this land is mine, this horse is mine, and take it. And you couldn't sue against them to get your property back. So why aren't we owed reparations? I think if anybody's owed reparations here in this country, we are, as American descendants of slaves. Think about that. I can see that case being presented in court. I can see irrefutable evidence being presented to a judge or jury, a fair-minded judge and jury. I can see that fact finder deliberating over those facts and coming back with a just and adequate judgment, finding in favor of American DOS, American descendants of slaves. I'm an attorney. Most of you know me as a personal injury lawyer. But my very first case in federal court, which is the arena that I prefer as opposed to state court, was a civil rights case where the New Orleans Police Department had wrongfully arrested a man, charged him with bogus charges, and took him to jail and held him hostage. So we sued them. I and my team, we sued the city of New Orleans and the NOPD and named the officers personally for their actions. That is my background, and I'm telling you, I can see ADOS accomplishing the goal of procuring reparations, not just for us, but also for the generations of American descendants of slaves that follow us, our children. I don't see anything wrong with it. Always get the bag. And I promise you, everybody else will be coming out of the woodwork claiming to be ADOS. And so the language has to be very specific that this is reserved for American descendants of slaves. Because we're the ones that suffered. We're the ones that endure the hardship. We're the ones that provide the foundation for the economic base that still drives this country. 240 years of some odd years of free labor. And even before this country was a country, when it was a colony, it was proving itself to be an engine of commerce. We, as American descendants of slaves, should not run from reparations. We should run to it. We'll worry about the details about how we're compensated, how much we're compensated. But the idea that we are entitled to reparations should be undisputed. Because if anybody in this country is entitled to reparations or being compensated for the injustice of our American descendant of slaves ancestors, it's us. Don't run from it. God bless you all. This is Attorney Dennis Sperling. Hope you have a wonderful day.